Well, folks, ladies and gentlemen, this is the new project. Since the AT3 is running now, this is the other bike that I have a title for. It's a DT250A, 1974 Yamaha. And we're stripping it down right now. I want to get the frame all cleaned up. And I'll probably get some new tires for it. The engine's up on the bench in another building, and it's getting a new set of rings and all new oil seals. So we'll begin on this guy today. I already got to work on it. I've been taking things off here. All those things over in that box. The other stuff that I took off with the fenders and the gas tank and all that stuff is up in the other building in a big tote. So we'll get to work on all that. We'll clean it all up, all the parts, repaint them, and clean up the aluminum pieces and shine up and get rid of the bird poo on the wheel and forks. And hopefully in another 3 months, we'll have this guy running. All right, taking things off here. The shocks are on backwards. This should be up front. The rear rim is, well, the chrome is not bad. Does have a couple of dents in it. You can see the rear brake. Seems like it's in good shape. Where it attaches down here, the spring, you can see this part of the spring here, and this part of the hook part of the spring is up here. That's what returns it. This is the running of your rear brake switch, and it's got a plastic piece in there. And I think we'll have to just unscrew that and then take this out. What else we got here? This is the tack cable, and it's running up along here and then up to here. And here is the serial number. Looks like 154 something, 440. The white tag is totally wiped out. The horn, the wires appear to go down to the left side. We've got the other cables off, and I think I need to replace the throttle cables, all three of them. And we'll need to get this puppy cleaned up and then put some paint on it. These are the parts I just took off. That was an iPhone holder. The front brake switch, which has got this kind of plug it in there. I'm wondering if that's correct or not. I'm not sure. I'll find out. The two down cables don't look too bad, but the top of this, where it connects to this cable, and this cable itself doesn't look too bad, but this is busted here. So this part here is busted. So we're going to have some fun trying to find parts. All right, this wire guide appears to go like this. I'm not sure that's correct or not. But, oh, there's a pin for the top hole in it. And then there's this bolt that holds it in. Alrighty, let's get this taken apart. Whoa, dropped it right off. So we got these two that hold the top of the triple tree on there. And then we got this one, which we're going to need a better wrench for. I'm going to put that back in there for right now. And we need a special wrench for that. This might do it. Let's see, we got stops there. Yeah, that does it. Get that loose. All right, let's take all this off. This cap. I just lost a whole bunch of ball bearings. Felt one of them hit my leg. That's in really bad shape. I don't know, it might clean up, it might not. I got more of those bearings, but I'd like to find all the ones I can. I should have had something underneath that to catch those. I didn't think about them being that dry. And they really are dry. Let's see if I can find it. I know there one hit my leg. But there's no telling where it rolled to, so I'll just get some extras. All right, I believe this bottom piece should come right out of there, as well as all the bearings down there. And this is not in much better shape. It's rusty. I don't know what that is for. Oh, that's for the key lock. This slot here matches up with the key lock here. Alright, so I got bearings all over the place again. And this bearing race is ugly as well. I don't think you can get the races. You can get kits to put in roller bearings, or tapered roller bearings, I think. I'm going to put all these parts in the ultrasonic cleaner. See if I can get these races out. Wow. I didn't realize it was in that bad shape. So, let's put this back. And need a hammer. And something long to drive that out of there. Just happen to have an aluminum bar here that might do the job. Yep. That ran all the way across the room. but I saw it. So we got the top one. Let's see if we can get the bottom one. Yeah, it's coming. And it's out. All right. I'll have to do something to try and clean that up in there. Let's take all these pieces that I got here. I'll show them to you in a minute. And all the ball bearings that we can find. These are all the pieces we're going to throw in the ultrasonic. Bearing races. Should be another one on here, I think. Yep, there's another one. So we'll have to get that off. And then there's a bushing down underneath that, which I need to order, I think. Yep. See down in here, there's a bushing there, and then the race there. So I'll need to pull that race off, get the bushing. I'll need to order a new bushing. I don't have one, I don't think. So let's crank up the ultrasonic. Uh-oh. All right, so we got the race out of there, and this is the rubber seal that goes underneath it, and this whole thing is in pretty sad shape, or pretty rusty anyway. I don't think it's in sad shape, it's mostly just surface rust. So we'll spend a little time with that over at the wire wheel, get that all cleaned up and repainted. And we'll try and get a wire brush in here and spin that out, clean that out with brake clean, and this side as well, and get the rest of the paint off of the frame. We're working at it. I'm going to have to take it out and finish it up with a sandblaster, I'm afraid, and it's windy as hell outside, so I don't want to do that until the wind dies down. All right, well, let's get some parts cleaned up here. All right, so I got this little ball here that came with my ultrasonic cleaner. So I put all those ball bearings in there, the ones I could find. And then once I get them all cleaned up, I'll count what I got and determine what I need and go up, and I'm pretty sure I've got both those types of ball bearings. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I come out this morning and put a coat of primer on this DT250A frame, and I think she's all ready to be covered up with black, what do I use? I use roll bar and chassis paint, and I use that on all the ones I do, and it seems to work pretty good and hold up real well. So we'll get some of that paint out and get it ready to go and get this thing looking black. Okay, well, I think we got her pretty well primered up, and we'll let this set up for a while and then come back and put the black paint on it. All right, so That's the top half. I'll let that dry out and set up real well, and then I'll flip the thing over. I could have just hung it and done that, but I don't think that works well for me. So I'll just flip it over and then get the other side. And it should look absolutely beautiful. Oh, folks, I think that's going to be all for today. I got the black paint on there, and now it's a matter of cleaning up all the extra parts and making sure everything looks good and getting paint on what needs paint and start putting things back together.